Hey, Stacy, Jane Lindsay, coming to you from Post, Texas. So let's look at your work. So I saw this work already in the surveillance module, and I thought it was really good work. And so I think I've seen all these pictures actually. Yeah, I took a really good look at all of them in the surveillance. And so I want to go to your questions. I don't know if I saw that. I think I did. There might be a couple of new ones. I don't think so. I think I saw all these. So I think you should put, if you're going to do this project, I think you should do some new ones for sure. I mean, maybe you could use like 3 out of the surveillance, maybe 4 at the most. And let's go back and look at your questions. Yeah, I think they definitely show people what their true state. Was it right or wrong? Well, that's a hard question because the best way to understand that question is how you look at right and wrong. I mean, if that were you and somebody was making the picture, is it right or wrong? That's the best way to answer that question. Personally, I mean, I actually like the work, but I'm a very ethical photographer. I don't photograph. I'm careful how I photograph. For example, I photographed this what I called the secret restaurant where I lived for 2 years. It was run by undocumented immigrant women, and a friend of mine and I went there almost every Sunday, at least once or twice, sometimes 3 times a month, and had food and listened to talk. And, it was a kind of a gathering place. Everything, of course, was in Spanish. And so my friend did a lot of translating. But over a couple of year period, I made a lot of pictures, but I really never published them until last year. So I made the work in 2014 and I only published it in 2022. So that's how I work. I mean, here's how I see it. You can always, 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 always take another picture. You can make work, you can make another picture, another good one in the moment, any moment. But if you hurt someone with your photography, then that lasts for however long it lasts for them. You have no control how that's going to work. So that's how I answer those questions for myself. And that's the only answer I can give you. Okay. And my answer is I can always make another photo. I can't take back what I did to another human or animal. All right. And sometimes it's somebody like I've published work before with some people that maybe that wouldn't be good for them, but they need to stop what they're doing. So there's that approach too. Those pictures that you made don't have anything to do with it. Those are people in their most vulnerable state. Answer that question for yourself. It's an interesting project. I like it. I gave you a good grade on the 7. I mean, on the project. So look and see, what you want to do, and look inside yourself, and that's where you'll find your answer. But regardless of what you do, I don't want to see more than 3 pictures from the surveillance onto onto the final project, because you make good work and I think you want to need to make some new pictures. And don't be afraid to, I mean, look, if you turn in a project like this, I'm going to like it. It's sort of voyeuristic. It's definitely surveillance. I'm not going to penalize you for doing anything that is morally right or wrong in my mind, because it's not my project, it's yours. So you do what you think is right. All right. See you later.